Hello everyone, myself Sumit Kumar Sahu, PGT Computer Science, Kendriya Vidyalaya Babina Kent. In this video lesson, we are going to discuss the term privacy. This topic is included in the class 11th Computer Science levels. So we are discussing uh, the term privacy, and this comes under the chapter cyber security, cyber safety and cyber security. Okay, so we are going to discuss this topic. Okay, so first of all, what is privacy means? What is the meaning of privacy? So privacy means uh, the protection of personal information. The protection of personal information given online. Privacy means the protection of personal information given online while carrying out some online activity or transaction. So we all are using internet, we all are using social media. So uh, the personal information that we are providing on these websites or any social media platforms, so how we can uh, protect that information, how we can protect that information, that comes under the category of, that comes under the privacy. Okay, next is uh, it is related to a company's policy on the use of users data. Privacy is related to the company's policy on the use of users data. Means that the data that we are submitting, that the data the users are submitting, now how the particular company will use that data. So it depends on the policies of the companies, that how the company is using the users data. Okay, next point is, an e-commerce company must clearly state an e-commerce company must clearly state that how it intends to use the customer data collected this way, such as users location, users buying history, users preference, etc. So this is the responsibility of an e-commerce company, and they must clearly state that how it intends to use, that how they are using the customers data collected this way. Means what they are going to do with the customer data, such as their users location, users buying history, users preferences, etc. Okay, now an important factor of privacy is that the user's consent. Important factor of privacy is the user's consent. User's consent is very must. Important factor of privacy is the user consent. User's consent, whether the consumer is given a choice to decide what information can and cannot be used for. So the choice should be given to the user, to the consumer, to decide what information can and cannot be used for. Okay. Now, how to safeguard users' privacy? To ensure that users' privacy is not compromised, following measures must be taken. First is, the merchant or the seller must clearly state, the merchant or the seller must clearly state that how the user data will be used. How the user data will be used in the terms and conditions of its site application. Okay, so the merchant or the seller, they must clearly state that how the user's data will be used in the terms and conditions of its site's application. So whatever site application they are using, they must clearly state that how the user data will be used. The merchant or seller must ensure that the user has gone through the terms and conditions given on its site or application prior to making any transaction. Okay, so this is the responsibility. Once again, this is the responsibility of the merchant or the seller, that he must ensure that the user has read the terms and conditions given on the sites or application prior to making any transaction. The merchant must assure that the user about data safety by implementing proper data safety measures such as HTTPS protocol. The merchant must assure that the user about data safety by implementing proper data safety measures. Means whatever websites they are using, they must be safe, and they should be HTTPS. This must follow the protocol HTTPS and other security mechanisms so that the user data is safe from hackers too. HTTPS means Secure Hypertext Transfer Protocol. So before uh, using any website, everyone should check whether the site is starting with HTTPS or not. The user must go through the terms and conditions of the seller merchant site before providing any sensitive information and make sure that the site is safe site checking HTTPS protocol and padlock, etc. Okay, so the user must go through the terms and conditions of the seller merchant site before providing any sensitive information. If you are providing any sensitive information, you must read the terms and conditions of the seller merchant site and make sure that the site is safe site by checking HTTPS protocol and padlocks. HTTPS protocols and padlock. You must check whether the site is having HTTPS protocol, it is following the HTTPS standards, protocol and padlocks, etc. Okay. Now what are online frauds? Frauds committed using the internet is called online frauds. Online frauds may occur in many forms such as non-delivered goods, non-existent companies, stealing information, fraudulent payments, etc. So these are the types of online frauds. First is non-delivered goods, second is non-existent companies, third is stealing information, fourth is fraudulent payment, etc. The first two types of frauds can be countered by setting up official bodies ensuring the validity of e-commerce companies and promised delivery of goods. The last two types of frauds are more frightening, and it includes credit card frauds and identity theft. The last two frauds are more frightening and includes credit card frauds and identity thefts. Measures to stop online frauds are monitoring or official body that ensures the sanctity of e-commerce company and delivery of goods services as promised. Strong security mechanism by the e-commerce site and payment gateways to prevent stealing of crucial information such as your personal information or bank details, etc. Strong security mechanism by the e-commerce site. The e-commerce application, the websites we are using for online shopping and for some banking activities, this should prevent stealing of crucial information, so they should implement some proper security mechanism. Official guidelines and safeguards on the selling of users data to the third parties. There should be some official guidelines whenever they are selling data, that any e-commerce company is selling data to someone, so there should be some official guidelines and safeguards should be provided whenever we are providing data to the third parties. Okay, so this is all about privacy and different types of online frauds. I hope that you have understood the topic well. So with this I am going to end this presentation. Thank you very much.